Coming up on Video Fashion Swim, Gotex reveals their latest collection on the runway at Gran Canaria Swim Week. Enfasis presents a label inspired by the Mediterranean. Then, step into the Video Fashion archive for a collection inspired by Morocco from Mara Hoffman. Swim meets red carpet with Aurelia Gill. Plus, the Knot Company offers innovative and sustainable swimwear for men. All that and more on Video Fashion Swim. Swimwear label Gotex presented its 2021 collection at Gran Canaria Swim Week. The collection was designed with all women in mind, with looks ranging from classic to modern, all with a touch of glamour and sophistication. Whether a bikini or a one-piece, there was something for everyone on this runway. The label presented more than just swimwear, with sundresses and cover-ups offered on the catwalk. Classic silhouettes were spruced up with buckles and buttons. Some of the more daring and opulent looks were bedazzled with metallic details, fringe, and embroidery. Gotex kept it classy and classic, with a color palette of primarily black, white, and neutral tones, splashed through with just a touch of minimal print. Gotex was founded in 1956 and remains one of the most relevant swimwear labels. Now, step into the Video Fashion archives and rewind the clock one decade to see how the label has evolved.
It's all about a rich, expensive woman. She's on a yacht, so we wanted to look quite glamorous and finished and polished.
A slightly smoky eye, but kind of in browns and silvers. Make sure the eyebrows are perfect, a little color on the cheek, and just a tiny bit of like a peachy color on the, just kind of dabbed on to keep it elegant and beautiful.
I always felt that, to me, there wasn't enough fashion swimwear, something that's on the equivalent of the big ready-to-wear houses. And I really wanted to bring in that aspect and create a ready-to-wear equivalent of glamorous and chic and style and all those things that I personally look for when I shop for clothes. I think it was very optimistic. It was all about color and the way it defines the shape. And it was all about women. I just started thinking about different kinds of women, and I think it's reflected quite well in the casting as well, because we have some great girls doing the show. And it's all about different kinds of women, what they would wear, how they would feel. different skin tones, different body shapes, and what they would absolutely love.
I have 4 great outfits. One, it's my favorite. It's like a dark blue with a lot of stones. Make you feel very sexy and very tight, so it's give you even more shape. So it's really great.
Very excited to see the new Gotex collection. Always sexy and classy. I like bright colors. I like amazing textures, different textures being put together. So I'm really looking forward to see what's out.
For me, it's all about finding the right shade of a flattering, bright, and gorgeous color. And so we have a lot of different groups. One of them is a subtle sand tone group. Another is a bright, almost fluoro red. Then we have some gorgeous greens, turquoise, baby blues. And then towards the end, there's a lot of like bright royal blue, silvers, and washed out bronze. Well, to me, what excited me was that it had such a beautiful heritage from the 80s and 90s. And I wanted to keep it up to date by bringing it up to level with all the big fashion trends. But when I say trends, I don't mean the ones that are seasonal. Something that's beautiful, chic, but again has that perfect fit, the swimwear aspect that I think is what the brand is known for. So definitely fit and a technical aspect of making you feel confident, making you feel secure is always on the top of my list when I design.
Enfasis Swim delivered their spin on the black and white trend for their latest runway. Ruffles and polka dots gave the collection a playfully elegant look. The Mediterranean landscape was interpreted in pictorial prints and colors. The Green Planet section of the collection was inspired by nature as seen in the colors, shapes, and patterns. Botanical prints were a spirited touch. The Enfasis Black Label presented classic, luxury staples. The minimal garments were elegant and offered in solid colors. Step into the video fashion archives for Maura Hoffman's Resort Collection, inspired by a Mediterranean country.
We are at the Casa Casarina, the Versace mansion. I'm super stoked on being able to pull off a presentation like this in this venue. I'm trying to transport you to Marrakesh, 1970s Marrakesh. The inspiration was that trip that I took to Morocco over the holidays and the time that Yves Saint Laurent spent there. I'm just blown away by that culture and that time and the rugs and the art and the people. I'm really into the floral this season. It's a new thing for us, and it's like out of our mold, which I love. Our swim collections always encompass a lot of cover-ups. I'm a ready-to-wear designer. That's my root and my start, and it's a big part of who I am, so I can never ignore those aspects of it. I think that it's about evolution and changing what you feel so comfortable with, and it's always about that challenge of not getting too comfy wherever you sit, because it's always about looking forward.
Aurelia Gill's new collection aimed to merge swimwear with event dressing, offering sophisticated pieces that can take their customer from poolside to red carpet. The collection was presented in a palette of vivid, solid colors with an array of silhouettes from minimal to voluminous. Tulle and removable ruffles brought a dressed-up, glamorous feel to the runway. With a focus on sustainability, the label aimed to create versatile garments with multiple uses that would become staples in their customers' wardrobe. The Knot Company is a Canary Island fashion company based in Santa Cruz de Tenerife. Founded by Juan Carlos Armas and Ascension Gomez, the brand specializes in swimwear and accessories with a focus on innovative, sustainable design. The Knot Company's 2021 swim collection was titled Awakening of the Soul and aimed to enhance our sensitivity to beauty. The pared-down runway featured classic pieces with striking prints and patterns. The collection was about reducing excessive consumption and waste. Mesh and knot prints were meant to symbolize how tied up our culture is in consumerism. Abstract patterns referencing classical statues, checkerboards, and trees represented a meditative state and striving toward change. An easy summer collection with a message from the Knot Company at Gran Canaria Swim Week.